Thank you very much. I rise to add my voice to this very important national conversation occasioned by Constitutional Amendment Bill number 3. Madam President, I was one of the few senators from this august house to be accorded an opportunity to lead a team that was enlisting the views of the masses of our people in the consultative processes in Mashonaland West. Indeed, Madam President, of all the meetings that I chaired, Constitutional Amendment Bill number 3 received widespread support. Madam President, while this is so, and given the importance, the historical importance of this constitutional amendment, it is only fair that we as senators look at the process and the intended outcome critically. We lose nothing by doing so. We will be standing in fidelity with the values of our national liberation. Madam President, history has warned us against the illusions that a nation's destiny can be resolved entirely through legislative headcounts, separate from the lived realities of our people and their daily struggles. Without a shared national governance covenant or a deep-rooted consensus, as I seem to see, we run a profound risk of distancing ourselves from the very people we seek to represent. Madam President, in that spirit, there is nothing wrong. I stand in fidelity with the submissions made by Honorable Senator Matibiri. There are constitutional clauses that we have, the Honorable Minister, and I thank you so much in bringing this bill to us. In Mashonaland Central, the people overwhelmingly supported the inclusion of traditional chiefs in politics. They also supported that the Gender Commission be conflated with the Human Rights Commission. They supported that. But the lower house, in its wisdom, saw it fit to expunge that. So there is nothing wrong, Madam President, in us adding to spice up this important process. Where am I going? The history of our nation has been such that we have always stood in fidelity with the people. The war of liberation was fought with the support of the masses of our people. The people were like the water, and veterans of the liberation struggle who are listening to me now were like the fish. There is no way we could have defeated imperialism without the support of the masses of our people. This is why I will reiterate and support Honorable Senator Matibiri's proposition that let's aim for a higher value. If indeed the people of Mashonaland West, where I chaired, overwhelmingly supported this, there is no way, Honorable Minister, they can spice up your bill if you give it to them through a referendum. There is absolutely nothing. We should not act as if we are afraid of the people. They are listening to us right now. They are seeing us debating this important bill. And I think there is one thing that is occupying them. Why don't you just bring this bill to us and we endorse our signature? Yes, I am not a lawyer. It may be correct that these particular issues that we are talking about do not lend themselves to a referendum. But we lose nothing in consulting the sovereign, because it is in our history, it is in our DNA to do so. And it will improve the integrity of this whole process. That would be my view, Honorable Madam President. And going forward, thank you, Honorable Minister. We must also think about the framework that we must create. Let's assume that this bill passes through. We need to be inclusive in terms of the architecture that's going forward. And we've done this before. We instituted and worked through the Government of National Unity. It's important that Zimbabweans feel they have something out of this particular process. Leaving them behind will eat into the credibility of this process. So, Madam President, in conclusion, let us keep close to the masses of our people. Let us not act as if we are afraid of them. Because we are still going back to them one day. We may avoid them now, but one day we will go back to them. And they are waiting for us. Carrying them forward would put an icing on this process. I so submit, Madam President, and thank you.
I now recognize Honorable R.M. Ndlovu.
Thank you, Madam President, for affording me this opportunity to also air my views on the amendment of Bill number 3. Madam President, for the opportunity debating this bill, I want to say from the onset first, I want to support or applaud the Minister of Justice and Legal Affairs.